Good morning, boys and girls. Boys and girls, are you ready to learn? Yes, I'm ready to learn. Tell me your three special things. I am kind, I am smart, I am important. I have a special story to read to you today. I've never read this story before. It's the first time I've ever read it, and I think you'll really like it, especially if you're a dog lover. I know there's a lot of people out there who have puppy dogs and a lot of people who love their dogs. So I thought this was just a really fun story, a really nice story. It's also about reading and learning how to read. And we know in kindergarten, that's like our main deal. We are learning how to be readers. And I know my boys and girls out there are doing such a great job reading. You're practicing and you're taking time to look at the books that I'm assigning, and you are doing an amazing job, and I'm very proud of you. So let me show you what we're going to read today. The name of our story today is called Madeline Finn and the Library Dog. And this book was written by Lisa Papp. I do not like to read. Not books, not magazines, not even the menu on the ice cream truck. And I especially do not like to read out loud. Keep trying, Madeline Finn, my teacher says. But sometimes I can't figure out the words. Sometimes the sentences get stuck in my mouth like peanut butter. Sometimes people giggle when I make a mistake. You see the boy giggling and making fun of Madeline Finn? That's not very nice. And I never get a star sticker from my teacher, not even a smiley face. Instead, I get a heart that says, "Keep trying." I get a lot of "keep trying" stickers. Stars are for good readers. Stars are for understanding words and for saying them out loud. But I know what else they're for. Stars are for making wishes. So I make a wish for my very own star. I guess wishes take a while because I don't get my star on Monday or Tuesday. Keep trying, my teacher tells me on Wednesday. On Thursday, I say the frog's name wrong. It's Samuel. I try to get away with Sam, but it doesn't work. Friday is no better. On Saturday, Mom takes me to the library. "Hello, Madeline Finn," Mrs. Dimple says. She's our librarian. I don't like to read, I remind her, in case she forgot. "Oh, I remember," she says, "but today we have something special, something you might enjoy." What do you think it's going to be, boys and girls? Madeline Finn, would you like to read to a dog? And boys and girls, look at all the dogs in the library. Have you ever heard of reading to a dog? Sometimes in school we can read to stuffed animals, but today at the library they get to read to a dog. Mrs. Dimple leads me over to a big white dog. This is Bonnie. Why don't you pick out a book to read to her? She's a great listener. Bonnie is beautiful, like a big snowy polar bear. Would you like to try? Mom asks. Yes, please, I say, but not very loud. At first, I'm nervous. I get the letters mixed up. The words don't sound right. But then I look at Bonnie and she looks right into my eyes. She doesn't giggle. I feel better. I try again. Halfway through, I get stuck on another word. Bonnie doesn't mind. She puts her big paws in my lap and lets me pet her until I figure it out. After that, Bonnie and I read together every Saturday. It's fun to read when you're not afraid of making mistakes. Bonnie teaches me that it's okay to go slow and to keep trying, just like the sticker says. I still don't have a star, but I can be patient like Bonnie. Soon, it's almost time to read in class again. But when I go to the library, Bonnie's not there. Neither is Mrs. Dimple. Would you like to wait for another dog? The other librarian asks. No, thank you, I say politely as I can. Don't worry, Mom tells me later. Bonnie was just busy today. But what about school? I ask. You'll do fine, she says. Just pretend you're reading to Bonnie. On Monday morning, I am very nervous. Madeline Finn, would you like to read next? The teacher asks. Yes, please, I say, but still not very loud. The first sentence goes pretty well. Then I mess up on a word, and then another. I hear someone giggle. But then I think about Bonnie. I take a deep breath and pretend she's right next to me. Next thing I know, I'm at the bottom of the page. I look at my teacher. She has a big smile on her face. I did it! I got my star. On Saturday, we go to the library again. Mrs. Dimple is back. I got my star, I tell her. I want to give it to Bonnie. Well done, Madeline Finn, she says. I think Bonnie might have a surprise for you, too. What do you think it's going to be, boys and girls? What do you think the surprise that Bonnie is going to have will be? You're going to like it. Madeline Finn, would you like to read to Bonnie and her puppies? Look at that. Look at all the puppies. She had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 puppies. Yes, please, I say, nice and loud. Boys and girls, wasn't that a great book? And I know some of you have felt that way when you are reading. You felt like, it's scary and you're not good at it. But what's the lesson that we learned from that book today? We learned that we just be patient and keep on trying. And what does Mrs. Lane always tell you? The more you practice, the better you'll be. And that Bonnie was such a special dog. It must be a special name, Bonnie, because I have a friend named Bonnie, and she's about as special as they can be. So I just love that dog, Bonnie. And she taught Madeline Finn a very important lesson. Whenever you don't know how to do something, you just keep at it, be patient, keep trying, and before you know it, you'll be good at it. Practice, practice, practice. Everybody have a great weekend. I hope you like my story today. Bye.